Should ministers of worship be paid a salary? Culture. If the culture in the land and in your church supports it, why not? But there's no obligation. There isn't. There's no obligation. I am aware of the schools of thought that argue back and forth. Oh, if you were a Levite in the Old Testament, da 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 da. Well, to start with, I mean, the truth is I've used these arguments as well in the past myself. But the truth is, we're not in the Old Testament, per se. The dispensation we're in now is very different. Times are different. Now people have jobs. People have commitments. For example, now when you say bring thy first fruits, we're translating it now to salary. But then it was actually produce. Yeah? But we're in different times now. So should ministers be paid? It's a cultural thing. If the culture is supported in your church and in the land, yes, why not? Because the truth is, in this land, in the UK, there are ministries that support that. But because of the misunderstanding, the subtle misunderstanding there that it's not an obligation, some have now taken it upon like, oh, how can you not pay me? Why should you not pay me? They pay me over there. Yeah, but they accept that culture. It's not an obligation. By the grace of God, I started in this land, and the first offer I had when I came to the UK was a car, a house, a salary. What else? Car, house. Yeah, that was it. So that was offered to me. But I didn't take up the offer because God led me to another ministry. And I was meant to come but they wanted me to MD their church. Now, that was a wonderful offer because this was a young man from Nigeria then, wife and kid in Nigeria. You're giving me salary to do what? To be doing tarana on keyboard. Why not? Why not? But the truth of the matter is, it was an offer based on the culture that they supported. And it wasn't an obligation on their part because the next ministry I went to wasn't there. I was at a radio show a few years ago, and a question slightly similar to this came up. And one of the things I told the young man is, listen, if you're in a ministry and you desire for them to pay you and they can't pay you, go and work in Tesco. No, what I meant by that is, if the ministry is unable to support you at that point financially, it's not an obligation. Don't enter into offense based on a misunderstanding. Don't. Because you have the capacity to still work. Why not? And if by the grace of God the ministry grows and the pastor then says, you know what, you've served faithfully, I would like to be a blessing to you by supporting you in this way. Praise God. Why not? Yeah?